Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Emily and I am happy to say happy 2019. I don't feel like 2018 was a bad year at all, but hey, welcome to 2019. I now am co-hosting a podcast and you can find that information below. All the things are below. I wanted to introduce you to a new member of our family. He is nestled in between my toes right now, and I'm going to introduce you to our newest addition. This is Henry. Meet Henry. He is a boxer mix puppy that we rescued from a shelter, and I don't know, he was dropped off. They said that his mom and his siblings were dropped off in an alley somewhere and then brought to the rescue. So we were looking for a house-trained dog, but that didn't work so much. We tried to bring one home and he was kind of aggressive, so we went back and got a puppy, and yeah, lots of house training to do, but we can train him like how we want him. So this is Henry, and he just wants to say hi and meet the fam as well. Yeah, huh? Say hi. So today has been a little bit emotional for me. I found out that this past weekend, someone that I know, an acquaintance that I'm not close with, but I do know, killed herself. And I had seen her the weekend before, actually. I was out with some friends getting some drinks, and she was sitting right next to me at the bar. And I spoke with her, and she had told me about, a new boyfriend that she had, and we talked for a little bit and just talked about some things in her life that I've talked to her about in the past. And I remember talking to her for a little bit and then turning back around to my friends that I was with and chatting with them, and then when I turned back around, she was gone, and I felt kind of badly because she had just left and didn't say goodbye, and I felt maybe like I hadn't made her feel like that I was like encouraging her, that I just felt like maybe I could have been more conversational with her at that point. So since that night, actually, even right after it happened, I kind of thought about it a few times. Nothing like serious, but I just had kind of like felt badly about it. And I come to find out that she killed herself this past weekend, and I've just been like feeling emotional about it today because I feel like I wish I could have said more encouraging things, or maybe talk to her in a little more depth, and maybe she could have shared with me and I could have given her any kind of help or insight, or I'm a Christian and feel like maybe I could have shared some of the things that I feel like God's done in my life, but we didn't really like open up a whole can of worms and go into really depth, and there was nothing from what I could tell that she was in pain or hurting. It was all like happy, positive talk, but it just like had stuck in my mind that when I had turned around, she was gone, and I think she was there alone, and it's just heavy in my heart today, and I feel like I want this to be a reminder to tell people kind things always. If you hear that talking, or if you hear that noise, it's just the puppy chewing on something over here. I did have some comfort in feeling like, I remember running into her this past summer when we were out and had a conversation with her, and just some of the stuff she said I was bummed out for her by, because I felt like she was letting someone treat her in a way that she deserved more, and I felt like she was allowing that, and I was encouraging her and telling her that she's beautiful and that she was intelligent and she could have things that she deserved, and basically that she was worth something and worth being loved by someone that respected her. And so I do feel somewhat comforted in the fact that I did at a point in my life like have something encouraging to say. Not that it's my job to like encourage everybody, but I was just trying to think of interactions that I've had with her and think about positive things, and that made me feel good, but only to make me want to go and like encourage more people. So I want to encourage you guys, because I think that probably this is the widest amount of people, that I can reach at a time. And I just want to say, no matter what you're hurting with or struggling with, and I know like it can get so painful. I have, family members that have tried to kill themselves, and you don't know what people are going through, and you can say, how selfish it is, and you can say they're not thinking of their family, and you're probably right, because typically when it comes to getting to the point of wanting to kill yourself, your pain and suffering is so bad that all you want to do is be out of that pain and suffering. And yeah, you may not be thinking about other people. You're thinking about stopping pain. So if you think about something on your body hurting, think about if you had think about the worst headache that you've had in your entire life. And that headache is so intense and so painful, and it's every day. Can you imagine having a headache in your head every single day? And it's just throbbing and beating and painful and hurting and so just difficult to make it through the day. Well, it's not that far off from someone that suffers from depression and anxiety and mental illness. And that's a real thing, and it's really going on, and it's something that they can't always put a stop to. There's different things that you can do and people to seek out to help you, but if we just think about it in perspective of like it's a sickness and it hurts, and it's a daily pain that people suffer through. I just think it's important to say that, and it's important to say like reach out and talk to somebody, and you may need to go on medication, or you may not. You may just need to talk through an issue, or I believe firmly in the power of prayer and going to God with my stuff. Just know that you are so worth love exactly how you are right now. You do not have to fix one single thing, and you are so immensely loved by humans, by me, by God, by so many people. Whether you know it or not, people do love you and they do care about you, and nothing is so bad that you have to kill yourself or hurt yourself. It will be okay, even though things can look really bleak right now. I just want to say that, and just know that I just love you guys so much, and I just never want anyone to feel that pain in their heart and that suffering, because no one deserves to feel like that. And we have all been there, and I have, been in the darkest of places myself. I, went through a divorce and had a husband leave and felt like no one wanted me and that I would never be desirable because I was so heavy, and because apparently I had something wrong with me because a man wouldn't stay with me, and didn't feel like necessarily my parents really like cared about me that much, or felt like I was that great of a person. And I've had friends that have treated me poorly. I do know what it's like to suffer, and I do know that pain in your heart, and it seems like it will last forever. You guys, I've been through anxiety attacks. I have suffered from anxiety since I can remember, and the biggest thing to tell yourself is that it will pass, because it will pass, and things do get better, and people will come into your life, and just try to stay strong and feel like that. I'm sorry, this is a heavy one, and it's just been on my heart today, and I guess if it's, if it helps a single person, I'm really glad to put that out there, and I am just so sorry that you're suffering if you are, especially with the holidays that just came and went. That can be really hard, you guys. I was really kind of dreading New Year's Eve, and I was going to go out with my friends, and I felt like it's one of those holidays that has a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure to have a great time, and last year we did a low-key night, and the kids were around, and it was families, and we did games, and I had a great time. And then this time it was going to be like we went out for drinks and we were dancing, and I was kind of dreading it. And we dressed up, and I love to get dressed up, and I love to have fun, but I was just not feeling it, and felt like there's just so much pressure, and I am okay being single. Like most of the time I'm really happy and okay being alone, but like those kind of times you think about who are you going to kiss at midnight, and everyone has like a partner, and everyone has someone special, and really there aren't that many people that I know in that group, I guess, that don't have someone. So it was hard, and you know what? It ended up being the best New Year's Eve I've had because I felt like I have beautiful, amazing friends that I surround myself with. Supportive, uplifting, kind, and I feel like no matter what happens with a man, whoever I get hurt by, whatever job I get turned down for or thing that I fail at, I've got this support group and these friends that will come around me and love me and support me. So just try to give yourself those people in your life. Try to surround yourself with the good energy, guys, not the backhanded compliment people, not the people that just want to take things from you and don't want to give back. Those are the kinds of things that suck the energy out of your life and that create anxiety and are not good for your mental health. So let 2019, I told my girlfriend this, I told her it's your year for boundaries. And I just want her to make some boundaries in her life that are going to make her life so much better. She has to set those boundaries for herself, and we all need to just do that for ourselves and take good care of ourselves. And it's like physical, mental, all of the things. So there's my impromptu message. This isn't what I really planned on talking about, but I felt like it was really important. And I want to just say, I don't know if 2019 is going to be my year for boundaries because I feel like that's already been happening. I felt like 2018 was a year that I discovered discipline. So 2019, I think, is probably going to be, I would like, as boring as it sounds, to be a year of consistency. And that's just doing the discipline, doing the things that require discipline over and over and over again. So having the discipline and being consistent. Been eating on track for the past 2 days, and it's pretty exciting. I weighed 181.4 this morning, so I had to think about that. I just like had a thought, was it 281.4? No, 181.4. Those days are long gone. So anyway, I love you guys so much, and please know that you are so appreciated by me. And I would be terribly sad if anything happened to you. So even if I've never met you before, I love you. Reach out. Say hi. I check my Instagram and I try to respond to all your messages. So say hi. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to keep it real.